1989, Cairo. The five of you have travelled for weeks to fight a man who has been prophesied to end the world. His name is Dio. And finally, after 2 weeks of travel, you are standing in front of him. He's standing on top of a rooftop, a couple of 10 or 11 feet away from you, and just staring at you. Let's roll some initiative, shall we?
Are you fucking serious?
Okay,
Excuse me?
I have multiple questions.
I have many questions.
Most of them involving why.
Let's do this. Alright. Okay,
Are we using the neutrino thing?
oh, fuck. What is it?
I think that's just a free-for-all.
Oh, yeah, right, you
Yeah, there is no initiative.
you decide, and then, okay. So, who wants to go first?
Alright.
I guess so. We're trying to kill Dio.
Yes, you have been tasked to kill Dio.
Do we know about time stop?
Yes, you've been informed about Dio's time stop. You know.
Oh, there's Dio.
There he is.
How well do we know each other in this context?
Well, you've been traveling through...
Traveling together,
You've been,
Well, if it's 2 weeks, I'm gonna
Okay.
assume.
Oh, 2 weeks?
So we
Alright.
all know each other's stand abilities and some parts of the backstory,
Yeah,
which means
you-
if you could give me a lowdown of everybody's stand abilities,
Hey, let's,
because I did not
let's
prepare
not
myself.
do that
for
just
this.
Before the battle, let's just have a quick run of flashbacks, real quick.
No, but let's not do that just yet. Let's fight Dio.
Okay.
Who wants?
Let's just fight Dio, sure.
So that's
If you don't.
Okay, well,
What is...
we are
what's in these...
inside of his time stop range right now, right?
I think everything's
time stop is infinite, but like, you mean him punching us?
Yeah.
I mean, in the game that would be like 40 feet, because that's one action.
Oh, yeah.
So that's probably.
Let's try to just one shot
feeling we're
Dio.
not
Since the
really
anime, we
supposed
should
to
probably
win
stay
this
out of
fight.
this range.
Oh, okay. That's handy.
Okay.
But in the context of the game, I think he has... I mean, if we're going, like, directly from, he's got a range to about here.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah.
So that's a
Okay,
definite- Yeah.
Last time.
I guess I'll try
Yeah.
to go first then, just to get this rolling.
Okay.
All right.
Alright.
Slint, what you want to do?
Well, I will move here.
I'll give,
Exactly, yeah.
I'll give everyone.
I'm going to summon a second spider as well.
You know, you can already barely move the one token.
Yeah, I'm just. You know what? You're right. You're right.
No, it's fine. You can control multiple tokens.
Okay. One spider is going to move here to the rooftop. The other is going to move to this side, if I can do that.
Yep. They are fast creatures, so they can move that far.
And I'm going to. Before they move, I'm going to give them a marble to each. One marble.
All right. Cool. So
That's it.
that is your turn. All right. Who wants to go next?
Is there anything heavy that will fit underneath my cape around here?
There are a lot
Like-
of bricks, loose bits of brick.
Is this just like a statue?
Yeah, that's the statue. If you could, can you fit that under your cape?
I can, but I can't like break anything off.
Okay.
So if it's like affixed to the ground.
No, you can. There are sort of bits of crumbled off statue. There's some crates over here. Yeah, there's plenty of stuff, plenty of heavy stuff for you to pick up if you need.
I think I'm gonna grab a few of those crates and take them. I gotta make an inventory thing for this guy.
Yeah.
Hold on.
By the way, solid intro, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yep.
I'm gonna take these heavy ass crates into Roundabout. Then Can I come over here too? Or is that?
You can move your own thing. Well, how far did
Okay.
you move just there? You went 20 feet. 20 feet, yeah. No,
Yeah,
perfectly
20
fine.
feet.
You basically got
Alright.
free reign of this place as long as you don't like go walk back and forth. All right, who wants to go next?
Okay, I would like to go next. I also cannot move my. Oh, no, wait, I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you want
Four.
to switch into
Um,
armor mode or have your armor next to you or whatever, just
I'm gonna switch into armor mode.
cool.
Yeah.
I got a thing specifically for that.
Good.
Boop.
Ooh.
There we go. And get rid of that.
And I will let you take control of that. There you go.
Are you gonna have to make? You're gonna have to enable me controlling that every time
Yes.
because that's gonna be.
But I think there's a way
Okay.
for me to do it automatically. I just messed up this time. All right. Yep.
I have. Well, it's not my turn. I have control, so
Okay, cool.
maybe it is automatic.
No, I just went in and added everyone individually just now.
Oh.
Okay.
So what's the movement range like
Well, depending on
of a person?
Well,
Have-
you're in your stand, so it's your speed stat. I guess it would be your distance speed stat. So.
Well, I mean, my movement isn't decreased at all. I haven't turned it on,
Oh, so yeah, you just have regular human movement then.
which is what
Let me see.
40 feet.
Stats.
Or
Regular
is
human's
it,
a D, so that would be.
Oh, my stand speed is a D anyway, so makes things easier.
Conditions. I don't know. There's something about movement. You can move very far from use. Here we go. D is 33 feet. C is 133. B is
Oh, there we go.
300 feet.
Alright. Right up to Dio.
All right, you're just gonna try and run up to Dio. Cool. You have control.
Yeah.
Just give.
Rest in peace.
Just move.
All right. Well,
All right. Next up, we have. You can either choose to let Dio go, or we can have Jackie or Philippa.
I guess I'll go.
So that's you have to do a speed contest, right?
For,
If you guys both want to go at the same time.
Yeah, pretty much. But like you can also just be like, hey, let me go, because it's pretty much.
we're a team, you guys.
Yeah, you've been traveling together for 2 weeks on this adventure. You've fought against like all the different tarot cards. You've fought against the sun. All that stuff. You've become a team.
I can't wait to see how you make us
Oh, okay.
to the real time now.
You've been through a lot together.
No, I got what's going on here. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. What do you want to do then, Jacko?
So I'm going to, let's see, so D is 33 feet. So, dang. I want to go
We'll say 35 feet.
over.
Moving.
Would that work?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, and I'm going to move the stand. Well, it's terrible in combat, and this is not. I don't think it's going to work on Dio, so I'm just going to move him where I am.
Give it a fucking go. Dio.
That doesn't seem like a very good idea.
All right, and yeah, you can choose to either let Dio go now or to have Philippa go.
I'm gonna go join Jacko over by. That's a sign, right? That's like a signpost hanging out.
I think.
Yes, that is a signpost for some sort.
Basically,
of
I'm just
drinking-
hiding behind a
for
wall.
Some sort of drinking establishment.
All right. So the metal bar that's keeping up the sign, is that bent? Can I unbend that with my
A
stand ability?
metal bar that is keeping up the sign. Yes, I'd say there's a metal pole moving up and then it bends to the left. You can unbend that if you want.
All right. I tried to unbend it from like the sign side so it comes out of the wall, and I've got a metal bar. Is that cool?
Yep, cool. You have a metal bar.
Nice.
Oh, sorry. Did you say one move up there? Okay. Now it is.
It's Dia's go.
Yay.
Our death.
Oh boy.
Honestly, this can only end well for us.
I mean, we've come prepared. We've got 2 spiders going on.
I mean,
Maybe
we've been
I-
doing this for what? 5 minutes?
Okay.
Turned my stand on before my turn ended.
Dio disappears.
Whoops.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
Lint,
Whoop.
can you make a speed check for me?
Rest in peace. This is because my stand is not human that I have to use a human stats, right?
Yes. He's aiming for you specifically, not your stand.
Okay, so this is a D10 plus a D6 because we're using the expansion.
Yes.
Fuck.
No, wait, hold on.
And now I...
Contests in the new version work a little bit differently. Is this a thing?
Yeah, it's just a moderate success, moderate failure. Actually, it's just a speed check. Just to get.
Dio, being a vampire, gets to roll a d20. Good luck.
Please. Fuck.
Alright. Dio
Oh man.
appears about 10 feet away from you, over here, with the world right next to him. And you have about a second to react before 6 or 7 knives enter your face.
Ouch.
Well.
Oh, no.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Yes, that is going to be a knives are a physical object, so that would be a C worth power. So
That's 4 damage, right?
that is
4 injuries.
Yeah, 4 injury.
To where?
Oof.
Because this is a heavy injury now.
Yes, that is 1 heavy injury. Not a major, not the worst.
Yeah, but to where though?
Oh, this is to the
Face,
chest.
To the
I'm gonna
chest.
assume
Okay.
with Dio everything's a heavy injury.
You are fighting against Dio. You know.
I mean, it does have like an A in strength, right?
Yes, but he threw the knives at you instead of hitting you in the face. For some reason.
Yeah.
Maybe because
He's-
he thought it would be cooler. All right, who wants to go next?
I'm gonna go.
All right.
I guess he just ignored fucking Iron Maiden and Roundabout. That's cool.
Yeah, no.
Well,
I'm
he
gonna
saw
go.
he saw
He's
2
only-
stands.
he's
Was
only
like,
a-
I'm going to go for the squishy human.
Yeah. He's only 20 feet away,
Yes, he's 20 feet away.
Fighters, it's canon.
so I can move up right up next to him
All right. Yep, you can move your own character.
and punch him in the face.
You want to try and punch him in the face?
Wait. By the way. Dio has now +1 momentum, right? And I have -1 momentum.
Yes. Momentum is something we need to quickly cover because I guess for anyone watching, I want to explain the new rules. Momentum is basically it's a number. It's sort of like the control the character has over a situation. You start at 0. You can go from +3 to -3, and the +3 or -3 is the value that is applied to a penalty or a bonus to your roll. So basically, if you succeed in action, you get +1 momentum. If you fail, you get -1 momentum. And right now, Dio's got +1, so he's going to get +1 on his roll.
It's basically
Great.
just a measure of how well you can Joseph Joestar your way out of a
Yeah,
situation.
Exactly.
it's
Yeah.
That's a good way to describe it. All right, so let us do a. Dio's going to use his A in power to
Of course.
try and punch your fists out of the way because he's cool like that.
So do I just roll a 3d20?
Yes, and so do I.
I'm a B in power, 2d20. Excuse me.
No, free.
And take the highest.
And I get +1.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, we actually do get plus and minus based on momentum.
That's 1d20.
Yeah, you get roll another d20.
Oh.
Yeah, you get plus.
I mean-
you get up to -3 or up to +3, depending on your momentum.
You don't have momentum, so it just base that.
All right, you actually
Okay.
you actually managed to hit Dio because on a tie the attacker wins.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say my catchphrase. My character's catchphrase.
Characters catch.
Honor is justice, and justice is served.
And you deck him in the face. All right, cool.
Jotaro.
Wait, hold on. Sorry. I need to make sure we get this right for the rest of the campaign.
Yes.
Because now contests are action versus counter action, and depending on how much Dio rolled, he may have succeeded in his counteraction.
Yeah, I rolled 3d20.
What did he get?
I got 13 plus 1.
13 was the highest, which is 14, which I guess ties with my 14.
And on the tie attack.
That means both of the actions are a moderate success, right?
Yeah, I think it's that it's not which one's higher. It's not which one's higher. It's if they both succeed or fail.
That's unless you're an Avenger, which is just which one's higher.
Okay, so I guess the way I'm going to narratively say this is you do manage to deck Dio in the face, but he's also going to deck you in the face.
Alright, I'll take that.
You each, and Dio is an A in power and you're a B, so that is... I'm going to take... Sorry, it's going to take me a good minute to get used to these rolls. I'm going to take 6 points of damage.
So Dio's an A in power, I'm an A in durability, so I take 4.
I take... you're a B in power and I am a in durability, so I get 2.
Alright.
Wait, is that stand or Dio?
That is Dio, who is not a
And
Yeah,
so
so
the
you're gonna have a quite higher everything.
If I recall, you can use your stance stats if it's like within 5 meters of you.
I might have to check that over. For now, let's just say Dio got hit. I'll check that in a minute. If the DM messes up, then players win. All right, who wants to go next?
I will.
Hey, hold up. So I took 4 minor injuries, which is 1 heavy injury, correct?
Yes, that is. So you get a heavy injury to your head.
So I get a heavy
So that's -1 stamina.
And that reduces your stamina by 1.
head, and then my stamina is now 9 out of 10. All right.
Can I clarify something?
Yeah.
Just as that they probably know. I mean, their characters would probably know.
Yep.
I mean, I know
sure.
you know it, Allie. Roundabout, it's just a stand here.
Yes.
It's a long range stand, so you guys haven't seen him. You've just been chilling out with Roundabout.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna jump over Dio and I'm gonna drop those crates from earlier.
All right. I think that's going to be another contest. Action versus counteraction. Dio's going to try and dodge out the way.
All right. Would I roll precision or?
That feels like precision because you're dropping them on. You are having to aim them, and he's going to roll his speed, which is once again an A because vampires are overpowered.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, fuck.
Dio, he would have got momentum anyway because Dio manages to dodge out the way very easily.
So he now has +2 momentum.
Do I have +1 momentum or -1?
You failed an action, so that's -1 momentum. Do not fuck with the Dio. He is the time-stopping master of.
For my last turn, did either of us gain momentum from that?
You gain momentum, yes. Both
Okay.
you and Dio got moderate successes, meaning you gain momentum. Alright.
Okay.
So now we have the choice of Swint.
Hold on.
Philippa.
Wait, sorry.
Yeah.
Adam got a moderate success, right?
Yeah, that's a moderate success.
Even though he lost the contest, would he gain or lose momentum? If I recall, and I haven't read this in a while, but it's like if you get a success, you gain momentum. If you fail, you lose momentum. Even though he lost the contest, he succeeded. So he would gain momentum.
It seems to be if you need to. Yeah. It seems to be literally whoever. If you win a contest or an action, you get an extra.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to get this all right in the first fight, so we don't have to deal this later.
Perfectly fine.
Oh, yeah.
Totally
Did I just gain or lose momentum?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, I'm going to say if it's a tie, then both people gain a momentum. That's just a general increase. And I'd also recommend looking at some of the stuff you can do with momentum. You can you can predict your opponent's moves, and if you have negative, you can feint, which is you can change a failed roll into a roll of a different stat. All right. Anyway, next up we have.
Can I ask one quick question?
Yep.
Anything I have in my cape after this this journey? Anything useful?
Okay. I'm going to quiz you on some JoJo here. If you can think of something that in Stardust Crusaders you could have picked up, minus of course the actual Crusaders. If you could think of something you'd have picked up, then you have it.
I bring out Joseph Joestar.
No, none of the Crusaders. Yeah, anything you think of that you would have been like, hey, I should keep this. You have right now.
Hold on, could you have...
Darby's cat.
Yeah. Respectable.
I have the corpus.
Bring out sand that just so happens to coincidentally be the fool. Complete coincidence.
I'm gonna
Could
say
you
right
maybe
now.
have one of Spider-Man's spiders in your cape?
Sure, I'll say that.
Yeah, that makes
There
sense.
could be some cool
go for
combo
that.
moments.
I mean,
So I can only have 3 spiders outside of that one.
Can I have specifically the worn down car from the Wheel of Fortune fight?
Yes, you may.
Sure.
I mean,
I don't know why you would, but
You should have dropped that one.
if you can if you could pick up the statue. I mean, you couldn't because it was connected, but
Back to turn order.
Yeah.
Jackie, Philippa, or Slint is your go. Or you can let Dio.
I will go because I'm like right next to Dio.
Alright, cool.
I
His back's
will.
to you,
What?
his
Excuse me?
His back's to you, so he doesn't see you right now.
Okay, I will just the spider that's closest to Dio, this one, will move to this side of the roof and use a marble on his foot, the actual person, not the stand, and I'm going to try to make it so he doesn't know it.
Alright, cool. So this is going to be another contest.
Okay, so I spoke to the developers about this. It seems that if I'm trying to aim for a specific spot with the spin, I should roll for precision. And if I'm trying to just hit someone with the spin, that's just a normal spin roll.
Okay.
So this is precision.
And he's going to... I guess this would be a perception to notice you doing it and sort of...
So that's precision as well.
Yeah, no, this is different. Dio. Yeah, precision versus precision to try and notice it. Alright, let's do it. And Dio doesn't have great precision. Yep, you managed to hit Dio right in the foot. He doesn't
Let's
see
go.
you coming.
nice.
So that's 4 injuries minus whatever durability he has.
Yeah, Dio has A. Dio has an A.
Ha
No, Dio himself doesn't have an A. Dio himself doesn't have A. Dio has a B.
to the image.
Alright, cool. So, Dio has got 1 major wound and 2 minor.
Yeah,
And I
you
will
mean
move behind
heavy,
the car.
heavy wound or a major wound?
Heavy, sorry. Major wound.
dang it.
major wound.
Boy,
Major
we could use one of those.
yeah, we win.
Yeah. I also want to move behind the cart.
Alright, yeah, no, cool. You still have your movement, no problem. I did that for you, sorry. Alright. Let's go Philippa or Jackie. You'll go. Jacko.
All right. Do you want to go or?
I mean, you can go first.
All right. Well, over in the pussy corner, Philippa would like to move to. Wait, what direction is Dio facing in now that his foot has been injured? Still towards.
He's
Iron Maiden.
still facing towards Iron Maiden, yeah.
Okay. Well, fuck. That means that like a sneak attack from behind the statue would.
Oh, by
not
the way,
work
I
because
should
he's still
ask. Do you
facing.
have you picked up the pole that you straightened?
Yes.
Okay. You touch the pole, and before you know it, you feel a sudden sort of boom, because Killer Queen's already touched that pole.
Excuse me?
Okay.
I guess we'll die. I guess we'll fucking die. Just in the first
yeah.
fucking combat.
Okay, you see, here's the thing.
Yeah?
When you first said the words Dio's here,
Yeah?
I had a few questions, but now it's infinitely multiplied.
Dear.
I guess we can get fucking King Crimson to be here too.
Well,
Where's Valentine?
Okay.
Time.
Well,
Alright, well, yeah.
And out of the shadows, Maiden
Dies,
Heaven's
I
here
guess.
too.
Yeah, sadly, Philippa
Car's gonna drop.
explodes into dust. Philippa's dead. Bye, Philippa.
Okay.
Oh,
well, so
Uh,
far from my go.
time to roll another
And
character.
the pole goes with it. Alright. Who wants
dang,
to
I was gonna use that.
Chives.
Oh boy, I guess
no.
it's my turn now, isn't it?
Didn't have to roll for damage for that one.
No,
Killer Queen?
it's
Killer
Killer
Queen.
Queen.
You gotta,
It's a stand ability, so.
yeah, it's kill you instantly.
Okay, so
That's fair.
I'm going to.
Just remember, if we find a little boy in the scene, do not ask him any questions.
Wait, hang on. Does Philippa leave a hand behind for Kira? Because she's got pretty great hands.
Alright, yeah, sure.
Okay.
There's just a hand there.
I have
He'll get
to say
that later.
no.
Alright, Jackie, what are you gonna do?
Okay, so 33. So my limit's 33. So range is 33. Would that be good enough? Is that within the range?
33. No, not
No,
quite.
it is
No.
not.
Wait,
That is 45 feet.
You can go
Oh
over here.
boy.
you trying to run?
Hmm.
You can go over here.
Yep. Okay. And okay, so really right now I have two options. Either don't do anything or make Kira fall madly in love with Dio. I'm
Do it.
gonna go with nothing, cause no.
Okay.
But my fan fiction.
Cool.
Stop.
Oh boy.
Just then you hear a huge.
Can I kill myself with my action?
Yes, but you have to wait till your turn because
Okay.
before you know it, you hear a huge whoosh as.
Oh boy.
As you feel a sort of piece of some wind hit your neck, and a man
Made in heaven.
flies down from the sky. No, it's cars.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, sure.
You know.
I spent so much time writing this guy's backstory.
You gotta start taking our awful jokes seriously.
No.
We were joking when we said that cars would be here, just so you know.
Oh, there he is. He came back from
I didn't
space.
mean it.
Oh,
Okay.
thanks.
Hit by a meteor.
Wouldn't that like destroy the planet?
No, he lands and there's like a small impact and his he stands up not saying anything. Actually, none of them are saying anything.
Great.
Alright.
He has to pose when he lands, right?
No.
He's always posing.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he.
He just stands
Aw.
up.
Doesn't pose?
No, he doesn't pose.
Oh.
Dio's not
This isn't Cars.
No one's posing. Alright, who wants to go next?
I think I'll go.
Alright.
So I'm just a stand and I have an A in speed. How far can I move?
If you're just a stand, you have an A in speed. You can move fucking like 100 and
Anywhere.
it's you can basically move anywhere right now.
Wait, you mean an A in range?
I mean an A in range and in speed.
Yeah,
Oh.
You can
Well,
move
look at
like
you.
like 260 feet or something crazy like that.
Well, then run
Right.
away, please.
What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna
We
come
need
over.
someone to survive this.
I'm gonna grab you and Slint, and I'm just gonna fucking bail. Like we're out.
You're
Thanks.
gonna grab me?
Thanks.
Nice.
Okay, fine. I take it back. I'm just gonna grab Slint, and then I'm gonna bail.
Alright,
Wait, no.
go for it.
Let's
No,
go.
hold on.
That is the exact opposite of
Hard
what I
one
meant.
team.
Then Slint, and then Jacko.
Okay, that is 15. Yeah, you can move like 130 feet. So you can. Yeah, you can. Grab
Okay,
all
so I'm going to predict something that will happen. You're going to try to grab us, but King Crimson will erase time, and you will not have grabbed us at all.
No, it'll never happen. I'll never.
I think Maiden Heaven's gonna try and catch up with me.
No, that would mean that the story would be progressing. Oh wait.
All right.
That's
Exactly what's gonna happen.
All right. Yep. Sure. Go.
I'm
for
just
it.
waiting for another Dio to show up.
So
The
I
story's always progressing.
do anything to get them, or
No, I'd say you can just keep them in your pouch. Though if
All right,
you
I'm
get
gonna-
hit, I'm gonna say if you get hit, they'll all get hit. Because
All right.
carrying people is weird.
small, and I'm gonna. How far can I go from Jacko? Like, after I
can go
grab him.
about 30 feet. So you can
About 30 feet?
you can run in the other direction, like over here, and just try and run away from them all.
I'm gonna jump on the rooftop and say that I'm about. I'm trying to really get away from them. There we are.
All right. And I'm just, if everyone consents, then yes, you will travel with him on this
Okay.
I'm just gonna.
Sure.
this magical roundabout ride.
Okay.
You are
This is
in like a little galaxy inside my cape.
nice.
Is this where you hide your porn magazines?
All right.
Find them.
It very well might be.
And
The threatening silence means yes.
Yeah.
they are all going to start chasing after
Can you
you.
not? Okay. Sorry.
Oof.
Fuck.
Running away from cars has never really worked out in the
Running
past.
away from anyone doesn't work out.
I mean, if
Cars-
anything,
cars
run away from
get-
cars
cars
get
get-
killed.
cars-
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Cars has S
Specifically that.
that.
It is the only reason that Joseph actually won against cars is because he ran away.
Yeah.
Made in Heaven's gonna chop my.
In heaven's
He's
not.
gonna chop everyone's heads off.
And because you die, we will all die with you.
Yeah.
It's
The universe in my
back
cape is
to
really
your
funny.
guys. It's back to your guys' go. What do you want to try and do?
Well, I go first. I want to go first because I have a spider outside of Roundabout.
Yep.
You have two.
I will just say
That's
running is an option.
How much-
If you want
Yeah. How much movement does a C in speed get me?
to run. C in speed gets you 130 feet. Wait, that's range.
It has a B in range.
Oh, B, that would be 330 feet.
Okay, here's what
That's how
I'm
far
gonna
it
do.
can go away.
I'm going to have.
Yep.
I mean, it's not like this is a big place, so I'm going to have this spider.
Well, you got to pretend that you can you can go further. You can run away.
Okay, I'm going to have this spider, which still has a marble. I'm going to have it start dropping spider web, and jump all the way to here.
Cool. Yeah, drops a bit of spider web and then jumps off.
I'll draw the spider web. It's like this.
Alright.
And now I will give the spider the order to attack with a spin with a marble to whoever touches the spider web.
Alright, cool.
Just to try to delay it.
Who wants to go next?
All right, I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Just so I'm gonna jump out of. Can I jump out of the cape?
You can. I don't recommend it, but you can.
I'm gonna do that. I'm getting over here.
Don't touch the
And,
spider web.
I'm pretty sure that question was asked earlier if someone asked if they could kill themselves. I mean, it's basically the same thing.
I'm gonna be a distraction, so the rest of you can run away.
Come on.
I'm gonna use my ability. It's mass change. I'm gonna increase my mass by 1.
What is this, Avdol?
Chives.
So that should a bit longer, so you guys can escape.
Chives. Wait, can I? Is your turn done, or I'm sorry?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. Chives stops, looks at you, and says, "Oh, you edgy bitch!" And he fucking turns back and grabs you. He puts you under the cape again.
Oh, by the way, Philippa's ghost gives you a big thumbs up.
But you can try that. I'm heavy now, so go ahead and try.
I mean, there's no weight.
You can
limit
try to resist,
inside the
right?
cape.
Well, I mean, you got. Oh yeah, I guess you can just put me under. There's no weight limit for the cape, so you can just
There's
sort of
no
put
weight
me under.
limit. It's like a universe inside the cape, and everything's revolving around my torso.
But you do have to walk up next to me to do that.
I have lots of speed.
All right then.
Alright.
So we're just
Is
kind of
this-
spinning around.
Is this going to be like a contest, or
If
Can I resist you?
you?
you can choose to.
probably
yeah.
can.
I didn't expect infighting
And,
this
yeah.
early, but sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna resist. I don't want to get in. I'm gonna let you guys escape.
Monster heroic sacrifice.
Oh fuck!
What am I rolling?
What?
Which
I rolled my
stat am I
speed
on?
stat to try and come up and like.
Okay.
I guess
Well,
you would.
which stat am I rolling?
There's nothing really else you can roll apart from speed, just because you know, he's
okay. So with a
These are both moderate failures, right?
These are both failures. Yeah.
hang on. With a D in speed. Oh yeah, 20.
I mean, you rolled
Wait,
two
hold on,
d20s
wait.
and one of them was 3, so you take the 3. Sorry, dude.
Oh yeah, but yeah, it's a D, so it's a 3,
all right. Well, yeah.
and it's a -1 because of my effect.
You're lacking moment. All right. Well, both of you. I guess you win the contest, but both of you like fail. So, I'm guess this is what I'm going to play this out as is Roundabout does manage to capture Iron Maiden, but in the process, both of them are going in the wire and towards cars. Like they're going to trip up, basically.
Oh no.
We lost momentum for that, right?
Whoop.
We definitely lost
Yes.
momentum.
Oh yeah. Back at 0.
So,
Oh, yeah.
what does do some spin damage then against our two friends? What would it be?
Oh yeah, and you're all with Roundabout.
Oh yeah, so
What would the
Sorry guys.
Oh god, you're right. Everyone's going in.
Everybody's getting hit. Yay!
All right, what's the?
We didn't even need all of these villains. We'll kill ourselves.
What's the damage for spin? D6.
That's 4 injuries.
Oh, 4 injuries.
But it's a marble, dude. It's not like the marble is going to bounce around all of us. One person gets hit.
All right, yeah, I said the person who gets hit. Iron gets hit. Iron, you deal. You have
Okay.
4.
I mean, you have an A in durability, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
All right.
Ability and a +1 to.
Oh yeah, and I've got a B in durability, so it doesn't do anything. Yes.
You notice that.
plus
No, you
1
will
to
take
A.
2 points of damage.
You notice
It's 2 points of damage, which is a light injury.
2 light injuries.
Light injuries.
All right. Unless you want to give up the turn to one of the bad guys, it's there's only one person left to make a turn, and that's little old I forgot his name. Little Jacko.
Jakku?
Yep. Jacko.
That's an appropriate reaction.
Ultimate class
I'm
is
going
currently standing in front of you.
Chives looks up and goes, "Hi there! Oh, sweet Christ, you are muscular."
oh boy.
He doesn't reply.
Yeah, I'm gonna do nothing.
All right.
Alright.
Accepting your death.
Well, obviously I'm gonna tremble in fear, but other than that, we're good.
All right. Okay, let's do a bad guy at a time here.
Alright.
The world is going to go and punch Lent in the face. Let's do a contest.
Oh wait, did Slit come out?
Oh wait, aren't we all
Just
still
standing there.
inside?
Oh, yeah, you're still inside Roundabout. Good point. All right, so they're going to all punch Roundabout.
Oh,
Wow.
good.
Feels good.
You know,
Only someone was there to protect you. Someone with an A in durability.
Killer Queen is just going to fucking kill us all.
okay,
Right,
was
so-
cars really necessary though?
Yes.
Not.
Absolutely.
The world is going to time stop, and it's going to deal damage automatically. So, just take the A in the wounds.
Wait, is there any way I can counteraction this?
You
or
can do a
Not
durability.
time stop.
You can do a durability.
What?
You can try and durability like, oh, it's coming, and brace yourself.
Oh,
But
yeah.
not
Well,
wait, hold on. If they're all coming at me at once, don't I have the world hit to try and evade the other two? If I can roll speed to try and dodge.
Yeah, you can dodge the other two, but you can't dodge the world.
All right, I'll take that.
All right. So first off, you will. Oh, Jesus! Wait. Did you
Oh my,
That's a critical success.
that's
okay.
a critical yeah.
Let's see if either one of these bastards beat that. Nope. And Alright, cards are gonna hit you.
4 d20s?
He's ultimate life form! He gets S plus and everything!
Oh, I do. Okay.
He's
Did
calm.
you mention he was
You know what?
ultimate cars?
Oh no, I
Hit
did.
it.
I did say.
Oh yeah,
he
he
was
came
calm.
back from space, so we should have known that.
All right.
Fair.
All right.
That's
Killer-
why he's
Killer
not
Queen-
talking. He stopped thinking.
Killer Queen doesn't manage to hit you. The world does, and Cars does. That is 16.
8 injuries, right?
No,
That's
Wait, how many injuries does a pillar man do?
Well, I'm Pillarman are sort of. I'm giving him A in power, so that would be 8 for Cars, 8 for the world.
Okay, yeah. Sorry. Yep.
So
I'm
16
taking
all
both of
in all
those at
minus
once. 16 in all. I already had 2 light injuries. So that's 18 light injuries, which amounts to get a heavy injury or
Yes.
the big one.
2 major injuries.
2 major injuries.
Literally 2 major injuries.
That's not good.
Back at home, you feel your ribs puncture and your arm sort of snap in basically a very
Ooh.
bad way.
Well, where is he?
Because
like it's not like he's in another country. He's has to be like
No,
nearby. Like
I'm pretty far away.
Slight spoiler alert.
No, but like,
Roundabout
Wherever he
very
is,
well.
he's not having fun.
I mean,
Yeah, that's what matters.
just PM Alley something real.
all right then.
Yep. So you have 2 heavy injuries. So that's 2. You're losing 2 stamina each turn, and you have minus anything that uses that's on.
2 major injuries.
Yep. So you're getting minus 2 stamina each turn.
Oh shit. All right. Does that include this turn or not?
I'm a generous god. It does not include this turn.
Thank you, sir.
So let's just go through. How much stamina does everyone have?
9.
Right now, but I'm gonna have 8 by the end of next turn.
I'm at
You want
9
to
out of
answer
10.
That question.
Health, dude. I'm.
Well, assuming that since we all took damage, I'm guessing that everyone who is inside has 9 out of 10 now.
All right.
I mean,
No,
I don't
exactly,
think.
yeah, no. All right. They've all hit Roundabout. Roundabout has 2 heavy injuries. He is decimated.
Major.
Oh god.
From the
Two
web, we got
major
damage. Okay.
injuries.
Wait,
That's
that
gonna
is
be
a fair
bad.
point. You said that if you're inside of the roundabout cape, you get hurt as well, right?
I did say that. Everyone gets 2 major injuries. No.
Thank you.
Oh,
Well, I
okay.
guess.
Oh, actually, no. Not everyone gets 2 major injuries.
Sorry,
Everyone takes 18 minus their durability.
So
you all don't know what's going on, but suddenly you're being pummeled by fists.
Okay, durability.
Or
Where did I
whatever.
put that?
Chives deals
that's
with the pain
13
rather well
damage.
as he tries to push himself up.
Yikes.
Okay, so wait, so that's 13 damage, which is damage is 3 heavy injuries, which is 1. Okay,
You have
sure.
Wait, you have 3 heavy injuries. Jesus.
Yeah, I have 3 heavy injuries.
Yeah, just
It's gonna-
yeah, mark that down.
And I already had and 4 heavy injuries turns into a major injury.
No, it's 2 heavy injuries is 1 major injury. 8 minor injuries is 1 major injury.
Okay.
All right.
This is 1 mate.
I will.
Oh.
I will.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's back to the player's turn. Who wants to go first?
I want to go first, but in real life to ask a question.
Yes.
Does getting a major injury also reduce our stamina by 1, as if we got a heavy injury?
I.
Or do we have to go through like the whole process? So if we get 16 injuries, we'll lose 4 stamina.
Yes. You treat it as if you have gotten each heavy injury and it's added up to a major injury.
Just fucking.
You are currently fighting 3 of the scariest people in the world,
You are kind of getting.
And
killed.
also the world.
and also the world.
Hey,
And you have some spiders and stuff. All right.
Yes.
Let's watch you guys
Sorry.
try. What do you want to do?
I think. Okay? So you're the only one who is outside of my cape right now, right?
Me? You brought me back in. I thought.
Yeah.
No, we failed, and then I tripped, and then they all.
No. I failed my roll, so you got me back in, but you failed
both
your.
fell in.
I'll be right
Oh,
back in
he's in
just
the
now.
cape.
Yeah, he's in your cape.
So I am in the cape.
I'm gonna fucking bail again. I'm gonna just.
All right, everyone.
So everyone.
How, do you want to run out of the game
All right.
board? Do you want to like it as fast as you can?
Yes.
All right.
As I can out of the game board. With Roundabout, takes you all and he fucking bails off the map.
Cool. Roundabout.
Oh, wow.
Breaking the rules.
Quite literally bailed off the map.
Everyone.
All right, the rest of us come with him, I guess.
Yep. You all run out of sort of the map, and you're running down the Cairo streets and going as fast as you can as these incredibly powerful beings chase you. And you're starting to notice the buildings, once sort of lush and interesting, are now sort of becoming more and more simple, to the point in which they're becoming basically sort of just flat surfaces. And you're running.
Oh no!
It is a simulation.
You're running more and more, and like the sort of the floor is getting less and less textured as well, and everything's just sort of turning to dark polygons. And eventually, you run and you hit a black wall, and all of you wake up.
Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, a love that I can't win.
You are in.
Okay.
You are in a
Mm-hmm.
sort of large white room. All of you were on sort of stretcher beds, I guess, lying down. You can actually see that Philippa is already sitting up. She's sort of grabbing her head, like, what's Philippa doing?
She's already smoking. She's already tapped out, and she's got a second cigarette in her hands.
All right, perfect.
Wait, none of that was real?
My whole life is a lie.
Actually, that's a good point. You don't know where you are. You have and
Okay.
because all that stuff you swore that was real. This you didn't like. You have no idea what's going on. You just see your teammates that you thought you knew. The six of you, the five of you, just sort of sitting around on these white stretcher beds.
Roundabout looks around. Is there anything hooked up to Roundabout, like just the stand, or?
No, there is absolutely nothing touching any of you. But as you look around, you notice there is basically a mirror, a huge mirror.
Wait, is Roundabout stand user in one of the beds?
Nope,
is he
just
there?
Roundabout.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Well, I guess we don't have to fight all the boss villains, at least.
How convenient that it's a white surroundings, right?
Hey.
Let's
Looks at his hands and he looks around and he goes, "How did they even do that? Like what?" And he goes to inspect the mirror.
It's just a mirror. Very big mirror though, on one side of the wall.
I touch it.
I punch through the mirror.
Yeah, you
mirror.
do. Sort of easily using a stand, you just break through it. The glass shatters, and on the other side are two people looking incredibly scared.
Flynn says, "What are you, a fucking animal?"
Me?
Yeah.
That was obviously a two-way mirror.
Chives gets down on the ground and he starts scurrying around, picking up all the glass, and he goes, "Ooh, it's pretty."
I got put
all
in a
right then,
team with
buddy.
those all weirdos.
Philippa
well,
is
that's not
more
very
than happy
nice.
about this arrangement and makes a little slow clap for the savage that wanted to break a mirror, like it's the first time he ever saw it. She is very impressed at the lack of the group's intellectual functioning capacities.
There are two people on the other side of this two-way mirror. One of them is a way older man, skinnier, sort of hair that has sort of streaks of blonde, but it's still very much grey. And the other one is a shorter lady. She's holding a laptop and she looks terrified.
Chives kind of darts up to them and goes, "Ooh, what you on? What you looking at, huh?"
The man goes, "What's the meaning of this? Why did you punch through the wall?"
"Why did you put the wall there?"
Slint actually points at the guy. That's what I'm saying. What are you doing?
Oh well, it was a two-way mirror. We were being watched. I wanted.
How would you even know that? We didn't even take time to inspect the mirror.
What's a giant
Roundabout
mirror
pulls
in
out
a
one of the
room?
shards.
We almost died in our adventures like 2 times because of you.
Well, you know, I do my best. You should have just let me stand in front of you.
Philippa kind of
So-
scoffs and goes, "Almost."
Well, I mean,
You know, she very much died.
he died exactly once.
It wasn't pretty. It did not feel great. She would like to know some answers from the 2 people who are standing on the other side of the mirror now.
The man looks at you and says, "Wait, what do you mean you were being watched? You signed a Oh God." He looks at the woman on his left and goes, "Ruby, I thought you said you'd gotten this sorted out." Ruby goes, I swear I did, sir. I swear." And the man looks back and says, "Does this look like it's sorted out?" "Okay, what's the..." He looks at you and says, "Did you actually think you were really fighting Dio?"
Yes, and I was afraid for my life.
God.
Yeah, it was all right.
And the man
You better explain this to us.
The man puts his head in his hands. God fucking damn. Alright, well...
Philippa
you-
puts 2 and 2 together, and she already knows. We lost our memories, didn't we?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's amnesia. You
okay.
ever seen a movie before?
It's okay. Look. The longest this has ever lasted is like less than 2 hours. The man says, he stands up to his full height. He's actually quite tall. He says, "I'll just give you the rundown. Ruby here was pulling you through a simulation. She was using her stand Imagine, and Ruby gives a little wave to implant images into your memory and sort of have you run a simulation, and she simulates it using her computer. You are agents of Speedwagon, and that was a test, a sort of a Kobayashi Maru type situation, a thing that you couldn't win. Well, actually, one dude did win it, but anyway, it's we've a couple times we've done this. There have been these sort of effects. Are you all feeling? You know, do you remember your childhood? Do you remember your names? You all remember your names. Out of character, yes, you do all remember your names.
Yep.
Okay.
So you want us to go in a circle and introduce ourselves, is what you're saying?
Yes, I do want you to do that.
I'll go first. Slint is still kind of shocked by all the things that are happening. He says, "Name's Slint. McMahon.
Okay.
You already know me."
Yeah, of course.
Roundabout.
Well,
Roundabout.
evidently we do not.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
We've been, even if it was fake, we were two weeks together.
Yeah, you remember that 2 weeks. Though looking back, it was very dreamlike. You know, like sort of things happen, but not really, and like they sort of happen sporadically, and you focus on very small
Dream
things.
logic.
Yeah, dream logic, basically. Like you sort of got to know each other, but not really. The man looks at all of you and says, "Okay, what about you?" And he points to you, Jack, and says, "What's your name?"
Well, name's Jack, obviously. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Jesus Christ. The man looks at the woman again, Ruby, and goes, "Ruby, you said you had this sorted out. Look, we've been sort of round the foundation, we've been referring to this phenomena as virtual insanity, where the subjects have trouble sort of separating reality from fiction. Ruby said she'd gotten all the kinks worked out, but apparently not. So I'm so sorry. Your memory will return to you in a couple of hours. Yeah, you know what? You could all use some fresh air. How about you follow me upstairs? We'll get you some water. You'll feel right as rain in less than an hour, I promise.
Tries.
I guess we'll follow him.
My stand doesn't breathe.
That is a fair point.
Of course, does Roundabout. And he goes, "Oh, right, of course. Do you all remember me?"
No, not at all.
The heck?
Very memorable guy.
The man stands up and goes, "Oh, well then let me introduce myself again. I am Speedwagon. It's nice to meet you all."
You're an agent? I go up and I like try to shake his hand and I grab it forcefully and like shake it up and down like, "Hi, it's good to meet you."
He goes,
Okay, so this guy is Speedwagon.
"Yes, this man is Speedwagon, and for
Does that I ring the bell in my memory?
yeah, basically." You basically, as soon as he said stuff, it comes back to you, and it does ring said bell. This is that
Hi.
Speedwagon.
Oh yes, I remember. I hate you.
And goes, "Yep, I hate you too, man. All right, let's get you some air." And he walks
Philippa
upstairs.
wants to take advantage of the situation for a couple of seconds longer because she's caught on to the fact that Ruby is feeling pretty beat up over her mistake.
Okay.
So naturally, she wants to rub it in even harder, and she starts to pretend as if she doesn't remember anything. And she walks up to Ruby, and she's like, I cannot remember anything. You did this to me. How can I live without knowing who I am, who my mother is, who my father is,
It's like, oh no,
where
no.
I am from?
It's never been this bad before. Look, it will only last. The longest ever lasted is an hour and a half. Just stay tight. You'll feel right as rain in no time. I'm so sorry. Do you need anything? Anything at all?
Philippa just blows cigarette smoke right in Ruby's face.
I deserve
says-
this.
Oh no!
Get out before I unbend your intestines and they crawl out of your ass like a worm.
All right, Philippa, you're getting a little too carried away.
Okay, I run up and grab.
I go with him and try to grab Philippa's way.
Chives kind of looks in and says, "That sounds really cool."
Don't enable her.
All right.
Felipe, just calm down.
I guess all of you.
just-
All of you walk outside. I guess now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You come up.
I'm playing around.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
You walk upstairs and you realise you are in the basement of a large theatre. It's ornately decorated. It's been very much edited. It looks sort of like an office space, but you can tell because of the ceiling it's very grand and ornate, and you can see where the actual stage used to be, and there's curtains and stuff. But you sort of see a bunch of people walking around, having coffee and chatting and such, and Speedwagon leads you straight to the exit, where there is a large sign saying the Shaftesbury Theatre. So that is where you are. And as you walk outside, you smell the fresh air of London. It is...
The freshest of all air.
It's
Yeah.
It's incredibly not fresh, actually. It's really polluted and awful. As you walk outside, you see a bunch of people are wearing sort of breathing masks. You have sort of smog that's constantly permeating, and you see as well, because you all know London, like you've seen pictures of London, but this isn't like the London you remember. There are, you can see in the distance, like, looks like they're miles and miles away, but monoliths, ginormous black buildings, like 2 times the size of any skyscraper, and as wide as like 100 apartment blocks. Ginormous buildings, and there's like 3 of them in every direction.
Is this 1984?
Speedwagon.
No. We left the 80s. Remember?
No, I mean the George Orwell book.
That was a solid joke.
Hey.
Speedwagon looks at you and says, "London's sort of like the city of survival. It's been through a Black Plague, Great Fire, the Blitz, 3 world wars, a nuclear bombing, fallout, that sort of stuff. So it's definitely a city of survival. The fact that it's still so bustling and incredible. In case you didn't notice, he just said 3 world wars. You do not remember there being. You do not remember there being 3 world wars.
I'm gonna raise my hand.
Speedwagon looks and goes, yeah.
Did you heard that you said 3 world wars and also nuclear bomb? I'm gonna need some information on that.
Oh Jesus Christ, Ruby. And he looks at you and goes, okay, well, normally I'd let you sort of remember naturally, but you might go into shock if all the okay, so Speedwagon sort of looks at you and says, this is very important. I want you to keep this in your mind. When you remember it, it won't be so harsh. 20 years ago, one of America's largest cities disappeared out of nowhere. Poof. Of course, America was quick to blame the Russians. The Russians were quick to blame the Chinese, and things got out of hand very quickly. Everyone was scrambling to find out what weapon could completely decimate one of the largest cities on Earth. He looks at you. He says, not too long after, the bombs started dropping in an effort to recreate the power that could destroy an entire civilization. Countries were throwing nuclear weapons left, right and centre. One of them hit the centre of London and nearly completely destroyed it. Everything you see here is rebuilt. And of course, after every war, there is a population surge. And that was especially prevalent with London. The population was too huge to deal with, so the government built mega cities. The large black monoliths you can see over there. Do you remember any of that?
Do we remember?
You do not remember any of that.
Yeah, do we?
You do not remember.
Good question.
Bit of that.
Alright.
Every single part thing he just said was news to you. But as he says it, it starts to come back a little bit by bit. You were all like kids during the war, but yeah, you had family members probably who died in it. Like, it was a huge deal, and it's long in the past now. But
when did the war happen? Sorry.
It happened around 2018.
Slint was like 25, dude.
Slint was 25. Holy shit! Wait, how old is Slint?
He was born in 1995.
Oh damn! All right, yeah. Well, Slint was probably in prison.
I was
anyway.
3.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess I don't know a world that
That's just normal to you.
isn't like, yeah, this is just normal to me. So whatever.
Yeah, but Slint was probably in prison while the war was happening. So
Probably.
anyway,
Yeah, Shines
yeah.
kind of shakes his head and goes, "Oh yeah, don't know how I could have forgotten about that. It's so."
Speedwagon goes, I don't know how you could have forgotten about that either. I'll have to tell Kate that the virtual insanity is worse than we thought. We won't be using that again for a little while. I'm so sorry to all of you. That's such a terrible thing to forget.
Oh, I'm ready to go again. I'll punch Dio again. Let's go.
Okay, one more question, my good sir.
Yes?
Since apparently this was a risk, could you please remind us, why are we here exactly?
Speedwagon looks at you and says, You're agents.
Uh-huh, and that means...
Oh, Jesus, really? Well, the Speedwagon Foundation is a foundation dedicated to studying the supernatural arts. Supernatural arts? No, the supernatural, and when it comes to it, stopping it. People with stands, vampires, werewolves, anything. The world doesn't want to know about it, and so we keep it out of the public eye and stop any bad people who have supernatural abilities. You signed up for it yourself. well,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
not all of
I'd sign up for that.
Chives kind of goes, "Oh yeah, why wouldn't I do that?"
Yeah, honestly, I'm going to be perfectly honest. That's the least weird thing that I've heard all day.
Slim just sits on the floor and puts his fingers to his face, like face palming.
Apart from you, Philippa, but we'll talk about that later.
Philippa gets noticeably uncomfortable when the topic is brought up and raises her hand with a question of her own.
Ask away.
She just says, "Can I get a coffee, please?"
You know, after
Chives
everything you've
pulls
just...
out a cup of coffee.
Beautiful. Never mind. Yeah, Roundabout.
Cold.
Roundabout pulls up a cold cup of coffee and gives it to you.
There you go.
Philippa sips it exactly once and then drops it on the floor.
Chives
It's already
reaches
a mess of a
pulls
shit
out
city, so she's not bothered by it.
It is a
She's
bit.
not gonna drink cold
Yeah.
coffee.
It's a bit shitty. Speedwagon looks at you and says, "Well, that was your final training mission. You were meant to go on a mission straight after this. We had a request. I don't suppose you'd all feel up for it still."
Yep. I'm
But
good.
we
Let's go. Let's
failed.
go.
We did not
Fail?
complete the last training.
Oh no, it was less of a learn to win and more of a learn to lose. No one's.
And that's your final training mission before sending us out into the field.
Sometimes you need to know how
Yeah.
to deal with a loss. It's very important. Speedwagon looks at you and says, "Back during your training, you were some of the finest agents I've ever had the pleasure of meeting. Hopefully that will come back to you soon enough." He points on your map to one of the mega structures, the one to the west, this one. And says,
Alright.
"We have had reports of a murder. Normally I wouldn't concern agents of Speedwagon with such thing, but the man who was murdered was an agent himself. Even more worrying is that this was part of a series of murders." He gets out a small image booklet, sort of like a small folder, and shows it to you all. He says, "These are what have been dubbed the butterfly killings." He shows you pictures, grotesque, disgusting pictures of murders in which the people have been pushed against the wall and had their intestines sort of wrapped around the wall in the shape of a butterfly. And in every one there is a stool with a radio on the side. He says, Normally we would just put it up to the work of a psychopath, but the man that was killed was one of our own, and the fact that this murderer was able to outpace the stand user is worrying. It brings into the idea that perhaps this may be a stand user themselves. So we're going to send over an agent to look at it.
Do these pictures ring a bell in Slint's memory?
No. You've never seen anything like this before.
Okay.
These are terrible, terrible murders. Like, awful.
Chives.
I have Slint raises his hand to ask a question.
Yes, of course.
So you want us to go investigate this, right?
Yes.
Can we wait until we have our memories back?
Oh, of course.
Why would we wait?
Slint is unusually somber saying this.
No, of course. You'll have them back in less than an hour. So just you can sit in the theatre if you want and sort of recover. But yes, you should head off before it hits noon. And you check your watches. It's currently around 11. So you have about an hour to just relax.
Roundabout doesn't look super comfortable with the pictures, and he kind of looks at you and asks, "What was the agent's name?"
Oh, he was he gets out the sort of file and says, oh, here we go. It was one Hayato, an agent from Japan who was here on duties resulting in the local gang wars. Apparently they were also had something to do with stands, so I don't know, maybe you'll find something about that there too.
Hayato.
Yep, Hayato.
Shives bows his head. Also, fucking cool reference.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so do you guys wait the hour then?
Yeah.
Flint is just going to sit on the sidewalk and sulk for an hour.
Shives grabs 2 coffees for the Slint, and then tries to drink the other one, and it just phases through him, and he goes, "Why do I do this to myself?"
Slint laughs and takes a coffee.
What do the other people do during the hour? Jacko, what do you do?
I'm just gonna hang out in the theater, I guess.
It's beautiful theatre.
Yeah, Philippa joins Jacko because it's not the weather that she was expecting. She is not dressed to be outside in the morning in London right now.
Yeah.
She looks for somewhere where the heating is on in the theater.
Yeah, no, the theatre is mostly very well heated because it's cold, sort of London winter night, winter morning. What does Penny do? What does JC Penny do?
JC Penny is gonna, she's gonna go in the theater with them. Chill out. Are there any shows going on?
Well, no, it's not a theatre anymore. It's now the Speedwagon Foundation headquarters. Where the theatre is, you can sort of see people sort of standing up there on desks, typing stuff up. It seems to be like a refurbished office now, which is quite funny.
All right. Well, I'll just sit in one of the chairs in the theater.
Cool. Yeah, you watch people go about their work for an hour or so, and sure enough, your memory starts to come back of your lives, of the war and how fucking awful it was, of basically everything, of becoming agents of Speedwagon. You don't know each other that well, but you remember going through basic training. You remember sort of meeting Speedwagon, meeting Ruby, meeting some of the other members of the Foundation, and you remember coming to London, and you also remember why you came to London, which was to help sort of give some manpower to the increased number of stand incidents that have been happening recently in the area. That pretty much goes for all of you. You will remember all of that.
So we're already acquainted with each other's stand abilities.
Barely. You don't know the ins and outs, you've seen them, I imagine.
Alright.
We can keep it sort of secretly on the show. Alright. The hour passes. And, yeah. What do you guys want to do?
Slint is just waiting outside of the theater, so he's going to wait for the rest of the people to come out.
I run out of the theater. I'm ready to go. Let's go. Let's do this.
Okay.
Roundabout is in the corner talking to himself for a minute. It sounds like he's talking to someone else, and then he comes over and joins.
Philippa is probably one of the last people to arrive from the theater. And eventually she just throws her hands in the air and goes, well, let's catch a serial killer, I suppose.
Agreed.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk out of the theater and very not happy because it's cold. And I'm just gonna look at the others like they're all crazy, because why would anyone want to go and find a serial killer?
It's our job. You signed up for this as well.
Well, fair, but
Tribe says for Hayato.
And also, he's like killing people. We got to stop that.
That's
Like
weird
the-
of you to say.
It's just a thing that needs to be stopped, and we're the ones who have to do it.
Chives stops for a moment and he goes, "See Hayato in my eyes. Constantly. Been there." This is a shitty fucking joke.
No, I got it. I got it.
Oh, I got it. Yep. Nice reference. Dude.
All right.
I tried.
End of campaign.
Yeah. All right.
Yep.
So basically, let me just say how transport's going to work in this thing. Normally, I will have a token representing the whole group. For now, it will be Dio because that's quite funny. On the map.
Hey.
Triggered.
It killed you all. Well, no, actually, no, cars.
To the Dio-mobile.
Oh, it could be.
Dio
We could all travel inside a roundabout.
I was gonna say, you guys
You
could
can just
Yeah,
be
we
running
could.
around the city.
That's
yeah, it's
very
a fast
efficient.
stand, so you guys.
No one can see it, right? Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
unless
like
they're stand
other
users.
stand users can, but like,
Yeah, that'd be a
like,
bit terrifying if you just saw a stand running. Anyway, you can get on. The fastest way to travel will pretty much always be getting on one of the train stations. You can see them; they're marked with the little underground icons, and you can go to anyone from anyone, basically, in a matter of like half an
And
hour.
we're going here, right?
Yes, you are going to that one.
so I
Which
mean,
one?
let's
sorry,
go
could you ping that
to
again?
this station.
Cool. So you walk over here, take the train. If you've never been in a London train, it's the worst thing in the universe, and it's awful.
I remember my experience.
Don't just I live that. That's my life.
I can't think that has gotten any better 20 years in the future.
Unfortunately, this brings back memories.
Can I give a brief description of Roundabout's insides?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's pretty much like this big. It's like you're floating in space. There's a bunch of junk orbiting like one of Saturn's rings around, and in the center you can see Roundabout's torso. It's white. It's a little bit plasticky. Just up in there, there's probably like cupcakes, some cars.
Is there gravity in there?
Just kind of float. The center of gravity is Roundabout's torso. That's why everything's revolving around it. It kind of enters with just enough
Okay, yeah, I got it.
to orbit. Oh, also, it's worth mentioning there's a dog with a checkered collar too far away to talk to, but he's there.
Okay.
Nice reference, dude. Nice reference.
It bears mentioning that Philippa is never going to step in there unless she is in grave danger.
Okay, fair enough.
Flint likes to be in there because no gravity physics are very interesting.
So
No, yeah, same.
you
I've got
just
more
more
coffee in
convenient.
there if you want it.
you
Cold coffee.
Cold coffee. It's like 3 days old.
Yum!
It's
I'm assuming
cup.
it's not absolute zero inside of Roundabout, right?
I mean,
no,
that would lead to death.
It's warm enough. It's
Yeah.
first it might be
Okay.
just chilly, but it's just like you're floating in space and it's very purple.
It's like a bag of holding.
Like a what?
a bag of holding.
It's
You're like a
the
living
D&D.
bag of holding.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Bag
okay.
of holding.
So you get out of the train station. Some of you are roundabout, some of you just walking because you're regular human beings. And to anyone else, it just looks like 4 people, which I never actually thought of, I guess. And you...
Well, it looks like we appeared out of nowhere. See, Roundabout.
Which is way cooler than just walking.
It's like you're
Well, it's a
teleporting.
train station. No one's going to question that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you get off at the Mega Tower 1. That's what that tower is that you're entering. One of the many entrances is right near the station, and you can see that there aren't actually any policemen. You've been instructed to go to the 4th floor out of the 300 floors that are in this thing. It is ginormous.
God.
How high is the building?
300 floors.
300 floors. It's tall. It's very tall. Some of them are taller than the others. This one, I guess, like nearly Empire State tall. It's a huge building.
So it's like 800 meters, right?
Yeah, it's ginormous. It's
Probably, yeah.
It's yeah. These things were meant to
Isn't this
house
going-
a giantly growing population. So they're
Since
basically.
it's going to stay in... Oh,
Sorry.
go ahead.
No, you first.
No, I was going to say that Slint is going to stay one floor below where we're supposed to be and just send 4 Spiderland up there.
Fair enough.
All right. 4th floor.
All right.
Hey.
You get into one of the many elevators. There are actually like cars driving in these buildings. Like there are gaps large enough for cars to drive because they're so huge that you need a vehicle to transport you. But luckily the man who you've come here to see, he's quite near the entrance on the 4th floor. So you get to the 4th floor, and surely enough, there are police standing outside. I can't really quite explain these buildings. It's like each sort of floor is its own apartment complex. It's quite hard to explain, but they are sprawling and ginormous and basically cities of their own. Right. So, the 3 of you walk in on this.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, a bit of a simple map, all I could do.
Well, you did your
This
best.
man... I can't help but notice that this man has no skin.
Yes, he has been completely skinned and on the...
Okay, so that is intentional.
Yes.
Yeah.
He has been skinned. And you hear a song playing from the radio on the side.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
Philippa would recognize this song, I bet,
Yeah, it's,
considering her profession as an ice skater.
yeah, it's you do, yeah, sure, you recognise it. It's from a opera called Madama Butterfly.
Quick question.
Yes.
Tasteful.
What are the conditions of his intestines?
They are on the wall in the shape of a butterfly.
Gee, what a shocker.
There it is.
I wonder what the stand is.
Alright, so you walk into the room and there are some policemen in here. Sort of not touching any of the sort of area but like inspecting it. And what do you want to do?
Do they know who we are? I mean, I guess we could ask.
Yeah, you can ask.
Yeah.
Nice.
You go.
Sorry.
I go up to one of the cops and say, "We're from the Speedwagon Foundation. We're here to take this off your hands."
And he just goes, "Oh, you're the special detectives, right? We've been instructed to stay here, but you're free to take a look at the crime scene, as long as you want."
All right.
Chives approaches one of the cops and goes, "Can you tell us what you know?" And then
I mean...
you know,
Unless it comes to
Hey, there he
status,
goes. Can
he
you-
doesn't notice
Yeah,
it.
you can't see him.
Chives like keeps on shouting it louder. He's like, "Can you tell?" Chives, can one of you guys ask, please?
Can you tell us what you know?
Oh,
Thank you.
Of course. Well, this is one of several killings that have been happening over the last few months. If I remember rightly, this man was actually part of your association, wasn't he? Well, none of the other ones were. We can't find any relation. There's been kids, adults, men, women, all different races. No thread to time together. Good, bad, gang members, regular people, higher ups. Just seems completely random. Just been killing everyone, and every time, butterfly on the wall, radio playing the song.
I guess.
Has no one noticed a
completely
sudden
right.
surge in people buying radios?
Yeah, this is old for.
No, I don't quite get it.
Maybe that's why he already had the radios.
Maybe he had a lot of radios.
Yeah, it's true.
Fair.
Or maybe he's playing the song on other people's radios.
The culprit is a radio salesman. Clearly.
I'm gonna put the radio in Roundabout and see what happens.
He specific targets people who own this kind of radio. I got it.
That
Yeah,
Queen
or
has already touched the
specifically
radio.
targets people who
Mystery.
are already,
Solved.
or specifically targets people who are already playing this song in their apartment.
Oh, that's creepy.
from this type of
awful,
radio.
That's an awful lot.
That's awful. Yeah, there's an awful lot of people killed who were. I mean, maybe it played on the
Considering
radio
the
one day.
song's more than 100 years old by then. Well, I guess it already is 100 years old.
I'm gonna.
And also,
quickly,
radios are probably obsolete by now.
quickly going to Google what Chav said. So you want to go put the radio in your sort of body?
See what happens.
Yep. You
This is not a good idea.
you put it in nothing. It seems to be just a physical real radio.
Okay, in that case, I go over with. Is the music still playing?
Yes.
Go over.
Is it muffled or
to,
anything?
I don't know. Is it does
police
Roundabout
officers.
cancel sound?
I'm gonna say for the time being, yes, because I'm gonna go over to the police officers and open my mouth and have it come out my mouth right next to them and see what happens. Just how they react.
All
Yes,
right.
man.
The first police officer, the one who I think Philippa was talking to, is gonna go. Oh Jesus! Where's that coming from? Joe, did you hear that?
Oh boy.
Jerry, did you hear that, Jerry?
It's my mouth.
And Jerry goes, what? And he goes, where's the radio gone? Did one of you jokers take the radio?
He has a name.
Giles walks over and puts it in Philippa's hands.
Philippa almost doubles over laughing. She was completely prepared to be traveling with a bunch of squares, but she's actually starting to like this stand.
It's a good one. The man looks at you and says, oh, well, I mean, I'd prefer it if you didn't, like, evidence might... Whatever. We haven't found any evidence on any other radios. It's not like to be anything on there. Seems like I've barely been touched, to be honest. Here, you can feel free to take a look around the whole apartment. He's not been able to find anything, sadly.
Let's see.
Well, I guess
okay.
we start looking around then.
I'm gonna take a look at the kitchen sink.
Okay.
Now,
Spices there.
we gotta be careful because like, what if this stand is just hiding thing and is gonna pop out and like jump us?
I think Spider-Man is better off doing this because it's like a little spider.
That's a good idea. Do that.
Yeah.
Alright, what's Spider-Man?
Slint communicates this to the Spider-Land, and the Spider-Land will go into the pipes and into the nooks and crannies of the kitchen.
Okay, so it looked like he was preparing dinner. He was cooking some spring onions, maybe like he was doing like some sort of dish. And he, as you climb through the pipes, you don't really notice anything. They're just pipes. They're pretty clean.
Nothing in the cupboards or anything?
No, just cooking equipment. Seems like, yeah.
Well, Spider-Land just gets out of the pipes and shakes his head like, no, there's nothing.
Okay. Hey, can we like talk to? Can we talk to Slint, and can Slint talk to us? Like
Yeah, Spider-Land. Slint can basically like act through Spider-Land, and he can see through it and shit.
Can you
Can like talk to it, right?
Yeah.
Convenient.
Alright.
Like most stands can.
Okay. Alright. I guess you gotta investigate the body. I don't know what to investigate it. I guess just walk up to it. Maybe I should get in my stand in case something tries to attack me.
Sure, yeah. I'll just say you're in your stand for now, and you...
Yeah, let's just say it. Don't bother putting it out. And then I'll walk up next to it. I guess like roll perception. What?
Well, we sort of, I guess, use precision for perception in this. You can
Yeah,
use precision
I mean-
background.
Okay. C. So that's oh boy.
What's your precision rank?
My precision rank is C.
C, because Philippa's got an A in precision, so
Yeah, maybe you should check that out too.
maybe
then.
it's better if she goes and does the examination.
You can both do it.
I'm already here. Yeah, we can both do it.
Give
It's
it both
not
a
just
roll.
stopping us.
See?
Ah,
Well,
not 20.
Wow.
There we go.
And the music
Oh,
responds
what's
in turn. So, with that 20, you can see the corpse has been filleted open, the chest has been cut, the intestines have been strewn up in the form of the butterfly. You can see, you're not like a expert in this or anything, but you can see there doesn't seem to be any signs of a struggle. Like no bruises, as it were, no cuts apart from the central one down the stomach.
Are there any differences from the other pictures that we saw? Or is it exactly the same method, apart from like a different blood splatter?
Well, it pretty much seems to be the exact same thing. The body has been pushed up against the wall, cut in the stomach, and the butterfly symbol has been put up. And in the exact same place is the radio playing the song. It seems to be exactly the same as every other murder.
Alright.
Despite the fact this guy was a stand user.
So there's no sign of a struggle, even though he was a stand user.
Yes.
So it's probably a stand that's hidden somewhere, and not just a stand that's in plain view. Because
Also, the fact that there are no fingerprints or anything on the scene means that the stand was probably used to do the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're looking at some sort of long range, sort of aqua necklace, only really, really violent.
I mean, Aqua Necklace was pretty violent.
I will say.
I mean, yeah,
people,
but like aqua necklace didn't tear people's intestines out.
I will say this. No fingerprints doesn't necessarily mean it was a stand. It could have been wearing gloves. I will not give too much
probably.
away, but I will say, it's done with terrifying precision, like the person sort of like had
A
complete
surgeon.
control. Yeah, like they knew exactly what they were doing.
Well, I guess a more accurate comparison would be, I guess that would be more like Tower of Grey, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
All right,
Probably.
do you want to check out?
Because if there's no struggle, it was instant, and Aqua Necklace is definitely not instant.
That's true. So here's the thing. So like it killed him instantly, so it must be really strong. Really
Yes.
fast.
Or
Most
have like a venom effect or something.
Yeah. Well, like
Yeah.
it's really strong, it's really fast, and he has like and whoever the stand user is probably has like control over it.
So it can't be.
So
automatic,
clearly it
so-
can incapacitate
Some-
its
it
targets
has to-
very quickly.
Just saying it should be like it has to be like bad at something, right? So like what kind of stand are we dealing with here?
Usually,
Go ahead.
thank you.
We're really
Sorry.
dealing with like a long range, like perfect precision, instant kill stand.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Perfect
because
precision,
if
but
we're
not
dealing
venom.
with it's probably a large stand, because if it's a small one, it wouldn't be able to string up the guts like a butterfly, probably. Maybe it would.
Yeah, at least human
Or
size.
press
no
people
rules.
against the wall. Because apparently they were pressed against the wall.
Maybe
was
it's
like a
more of a
horde
soft
and, like,
machine type of
artists.
deal.
Slint is going to go investigate the bathroom with Spiderland, the bedroom with Spiderland, just to see if there's anything there.
Cool. So you move into the bedroom. There is.
Roll precision.
Yes, roll precision for me. Also, what you just see normally is a bed and a closet. Perfect. You see that there has actually been a small struggle in the bedroom.
Ooh.
There are.
No.
There's no blood, but there is sort of tangled sheets and sort of clothes, some bits of clothes strung about, and sort of. With a 14, you can see that there is some sort of trail of like sort of mess that leads towards the closet.
Can I go inside the closet without opening it?
You can crawl under.
Huh?
Yeah, you can crawl under, no problem.
Okay. What do I see?
It's pretty dark, but you can see that this is where all this dude's clothes were hung up. He has a bunch of clothes, and in the corner there is a box. There's a small wooden box.
Okay,
I mean like a sort of think like an office filing box, more like of anything.
Okay. I will try to use spider webs to, like, what's it called? Fucking pull it out of a closet without touching it.
Okay.
Like wrap a spider web around it and pull it.
Cool. Your spider. It's pretty light. You managed to drag it out with very little issue. And it's
I go tell the other guys to come here inside without risking their lives.
Okay.
That
Well,
sounds like
I
a
guess-
Iron Maiden type deal.
That sounds like a me type deal. Let's go.
Okay.
I'll follow.
You're free to do
I
whatever you want.
volunteer. I volunteer to go inside. Let's go.
All right.
And so I go. I can't move my token. But there we go.
Okay. Cool. Sorry, I'll move it for now. Cool.
Yeah.
What do you want to do with this box then? It's like it looks like
Do we-
something for storing office supplies.
Just a small thing. Do we know what Hayato's stand ability was?
No.
The victim, I mean.
Yeah. No. You weren't told.
It would have been a useful thing to ask, but I guess it's too late now.
I mean, we have cell phones, right?
Radio Gaga.
Yeah.
Well, whatever it was, I think we can assume that it wasn't good enough to stop whatever killed him.
Bro. Yikes. Savage.
So yeah, I guess I'll open a box. We'll start
Should
taking
probably
stuff
use
out.
Iron Maiden.
I'm already in Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you
I'm
should
inside.
bother with the icon. If it's gonna cause confusion.
Sure, I'll switch it quick. I'll say this: as you open the box, you slowly pick it up, open it. It's a box. There's some papers inside.
Wow.
Is
Wow.
it what now?
There's some papers, just like
Papers.
yeah,
Files.
one particularly big one. It's actually the same.
One
as-
really big paper.
It's Enigma.
No. It's sorry, I don't mean like that. There's like files, like notes and stuff that have been put down, and sort of what appears to be a map, very similar to the one that Speedwagon gave you. Though it looks like it has scribbles over it.
Maybe this man was killed because he knew too much.
That's true, but what about all the other people who were killed who weren't in the Speedwagon Foundation?
Maybe they knew as well.
All right.
Either way, it must be
let's take the
useful to
map with
know. Yeah. I should take the whole box just in case.
Sure. Here.
Chives.
Sorry.
we need to bring a bunch of stuff with us.
Okay. Come in and
Do you want to like check what's on any of these things first?
Just gobble it up.
Or-
Maybe I'm overly cautious. You can check it, but Slint doesn't want to have to do anything with that.
Okay, fair enough.
Map. See if I can see any pattern on the markings. Anything specific?
There is a note attached to the map. The map's actually very simple, but the note sort of acts as the key. I'll just read that quickly. It basically says, "My name is Hayato, and I have the power to find stand users. I need to channel myself for hours, but I can approximate the location of a dangerous stand user. It takes me a while, but I've managed to create a map of all the local gang members. The war has been raging for what feels like a year now, and I'm finding it difficult to keep up."
wait. Did you? I'm sorry. Keep going.
He says the gang war has been difficult in London, and it's been tearing it apart. This map, to anyone who finds it, shows the location of the 3 major gangs in London and the location of some of their more important stand users. I hope you can put this to use better than I did. And here
Does it say
is the
anything
Okay.
about the gangs?
It says I have
Amazing.
I've marked the location of stand users with the symbol meaning dangerous in my language. Good luck.
So this does confirm that he was killed because he knew too much.
I mean, probably, unless he was randomly killed. Unless he was just randomly killed. And to know too much.
Does it say which section is which on his letter? Chives is very interested in this.
Yes.
Slint is cautious as well.
The 3 gangs listed are use a small green scribble, and it is the Forza, the Italian mob. The yellow is La Lotteria, the the Mexican cartel, and purple is generally is the smaller of the 2 of the 3, and it is known as the Spice Boys.
Spice Boys.
Yep, Spice Boys.
I love
Chives just about loses his shit. He's like, Roundabout is like almost prancing around the room. He goes, oh my god, I've been looking for something like this for so long.
Yeah.
You know where they are.
Spider-Man, if a spider could be like catatonic, Spider-Man is catatonic right now.
He looks back at someone and he goes, get Speedwagon on the line. We gotta get this to him right now. Go, come on.
Yep, Spider-Man jumps on Roundabout's shoulder and hurries you to do this.
Cool. You call up Speedwagon. Who wants to talk to him?
Because since Chives is very eager, he would just...
Chives pretty much swipes the phone out of his
I'll let
hand.
Chives do this.
Okay, cool.
As you call up, swipes the phone out of your hand. He goes, oh my god, Speedy. Guess what?
Yes, Chives, what's up?
Okay. Hayato, his building. He can find stand users, right? Okay, so here's the thing. He found a stand user. He found a bunch of different games. But one of them is the Spice Boys. You know, the one I've been looking up and trying to infiltrate for like years, but I haven't found anything. Is that now? But they have the Spice Boys. He knows where they are. He knows where their location is. They're marked on the map. There's 4 of them.
He goes, sorry, you'll have to speak up. Your connection's losing. Look, you said something about the gang map. Come back to me with it. I'll be able to. We'll go over it. If it's important, it's important.
Okay, thanks. We'll get to you soon. Bye. And he hangs up and he shoves everything in his stomach.
I don't like this music.
Filippo slowly turns to Chives and says, wouldn't it be good to let him know that there is a stand user a block away from him, near the Speedwagon Foundation?
Nah.
Yeah, I mean,
That's probably
that might be
him,
useful,
right?
let him know.
Well, I assume that he
Yeah,
wouldn't
the
put his
Speedwagon.
own guy on there.
Yeah. I could tell which ones were in the gangs and which ones weren't. At least that's what it seemed like.
You're right.
Yeah, so let's assume that all these are gang members.
So there's
Unless Speedwagon's secretly in a gang.
that Speedwagon is in danger right now.
Chives,
We should...
you see someone in your room.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Like
That's not good.
Your room at home.
Fuck.
Someone in a room is never good.
What are you doing here? No, Mom? No.
You hear Chives burn to death. You see his stand light on fire and slowly dissolve. You see a sort of final bits of his life escape his lips as he calls out for his mum.
Needless to say, Jack is very upset by this.
And this is where we're going to end today.
This is not good.
To be continued.